Hello, everybody. It is me, Pacific. Okay. I know you guys don't like me talking about this, but we need to. Mr. Rodriguez, a.k.a. Frank Horgan, a.k.a. Von Helton, a.k.a. Legatus, and Band User, and Justin Bieber, and all the others, has done it again. He made a site, a channel called Robert House, and he left this comment on my channel in my private inbox this morning. Salutations, Mr. Nelson. I've been waiting for this day to come. Did you really think that my channel passing was an end of me? So far, Ian Mendez has not complied with me. Soon as information will be with yours on that crude ED page. I already know where he lives along with Mr. Laidlow. So long as Mr. Laidlow remains quiet, then I will consider my thoughts about him. Even his Vimeo account has been quiet. He even removed Earth to Telos. Just keep in mind that all of this was of your own doing, Michael. I know you will find a way to justify your actions. You always do. Oh, I mustn't forget about what your girlfriend might see. I'm going to ruin your life. Mr. Rodriguez, let me give you a message. My girlfriend and I have talked at length about this. And I'm going to tell you that I will not make threats to you as you have made, but she is aware of what you're doing. She's aware of the slander, the lying, the cut and paste you're doing. She is aware of the ED page. She's aware of the doc. She's aware of your tactics. She's also aware of how wicked you are, and said just last night, what is it with this freak that he keeps on doing this stuff? I mean, if he disagrees with you on your homosexual stance or whatever, there's other channels. Why does he keep doing this? And she said he needs to get a job. So you want to keep downing me and what you're doing, and even Fine Peace left a comment on your channel, which I will read here. It might... see if this works. I am telling my viewers how insidious, wicked, stalker, Machiavellian this guy is, and others are saying the same thing. But let's read a comment that was left by me, showing that Fine Peace got on your discussion page on this Robert House video, and I'm leaving the comment on your page, Mr. Robert House, because you need to know that your time has run out. You got your Frank Horgan channel banned. You did not learn. I did report your comment to YouTube this morning that you are making threats, and I put it in its quotes. And let me read to my viewers what Fine Peace left on your channel. And viewers, this is what was left on Robert House page. I copied this off the discussion page of Robert House channel. Check it out. I am forwarding it to Price as wrong. I am forwarding it to the Price is Wrong as well. Fine Peace, 1 hour ago, edited. Robert House is not me, and is yet another username of Legatus Band User impersonating me on YouTube, attempting to either associate what they are doing with me or outright claim their videos were made by me. I am not associated with any of these people, nor do I post my videos under other names or support the stuff they are doing. I first blocked them months ago. They are clearly the ones who made the ED page for Pacific and all the other names he or his friends use, such as Legatus Lanius, Frank Horgan, Kratos, Eyes of Mars, Von Helton, and possibly Vil Christ. And other names. I forgot as they spam me their necrophilia threats and try to play both sides while doing so, and whenever one of their names gets deleted, they make a new one. Anyone... and then it stops there, and then starts again. Anyone see posting on this or any of their channels and joking around with him or siding with him will get banned from my channel. I don't like many things Pacific says or does, but what the Nietzschean atheist Legatus Lanius band user Robert House did on that ED page is way beyond anything even remotely justifiable. Find peace for whatever it's worth. I've had my issues with you as well, but I did not suspect that you were part of this. I knew that they had used your channel as a caboose for their ridiculous ways. So take that as a vote of confidence that I knew what was going on. At first, I'm like, what's the link here? This is the comment that I left, viewers, on Robert House channel. He seems to feel free to re-upload videos I have pulled down, and he's a sick individual. This is not somebody who has a job. This is not somebody who has a girlfriend. This is not somebody who is nice. This is somebody who is playing games. This is somebody who's threatening. But this guy would never stand face to face with me and the others that he has mentioned in here, because this is what cowards do. He's been reported to local police of everybody that has had involvement with him and his threats. Robert House's channel was reported yesterday by many people, of which I was one of them, and this is what I left on your page, Mr. Rodriguez. This comment you left in my inbox today has been reported, and my girlfriend has also been made aware of your harassment, and she is made of tougher stuff than you are, Kevin Rodriguez. I have asked you to leave me alone. Even Find Peace has told you that she has nothing to do with that Encyclopedia Dramatica page. You have crossed lines in so many ways, has sent death threats to Mr. Laidlow and others via the private messages, and now you threaten me yet again. Here's the comment he has left in my private inbox this morning, viewers, and I read that comment to you. Let me remind you again that you are a sick individual and that you keep harassing myself and several others. The day will come when YouTube sees what you are doing and will shut this down. We simply have to keep reporting the stuff. Obviously, the crap you do here and the fact YouTube shut down your Frank Horgan channel has not sent you the message. I will continue to pray that God will have you exposed and that the law will eventually catch up with you. Now you've changed your name to Ramandeep Singh. I've noticed that. So we will report that right now. And I'm going to make sure. Let's see. We'll go back to your name. I see you have 2 subscribers. And we're going to report this again. This was user Robert House. Now change. I think it's interesting, Mr. Kevin, that you have to keep changing IDs while Pacific, Mr. Laidlow, The Price is Wrong, and others that you have attacked have not changed their name at all. That ought to tell you something right there. He left a personal threat in my inbox. He uploads my videos I have pulled. And I'm not going to tell you what I wrote. Mr. Rodriguez, I'm going to tell you a reality. This is the kind of stuff you do. This is indicative of somebody who's got psycho-like tendencies, Machiavellian, you name it. I have asked you to leave me alone. You don't. You do not have a life. You're sick and you want attention. You're a Jeffrey Dahmer type. You have deep issues. Threatening to show stuff to my girlfriend and stuff like this. I got news for you. She doesn't agree with all of my beliefs. Don't drag her into this, because I'm going to tell you something. She's a lot smarter than you are, punkster. And I know this for a fact. If you harass her, you'll get more than you bargained for. That's not a threat, that's a promise, because she deals with threats and takes them seriously. I'm still finding out about how all this works. But suffice it to say that I'm not going to tell you discussions I've had with her about things that we can do to get you stopped legally. You keep bothering me. You keep bothering my fan base. We have already told YouTube that they need to go back through your server and shut you down and put a mute and a ban on you so you can't even make another account. You're a sick, twisted individual. And the reason that you're sick and twisted, the reason that you've directed so much angst towards me is because you disagree with my views on homosexuality. Let me tell you something. I don't think even the homosexual community would appreciate what you are doing. You are harassing, you are stalking, and you are certainly not giving the homosexual community anything favorable to go by. You are a demented, twisted, sick individual, and I need to tell you that direct. What you don't realize is I have not kept silent about this, and I don't justify anything. What is there to justify? I run a channel. You have a problem with it. You don't like me. You've chosen to focus on me and my viewers that defend me. You have made rude comments to find peace, and you keep on doing it. The only reason your sick little ED page stands is because it's out of Sweden, which is a trash heap country as it is. And I will take on any of their officials and tell that to their face. That any government that allows that kind of a site to proliferate has got a problem. Even other people that joined with you on the Encyclopedia Dramatica page told you this is crossing lines. We were okay with satire. We were okay with funny. But now you've put this FBI type thing on him. They said you're sick. They said it's gone too far. Mr. Horgan, Mr. Legatus, Mr. I live in a total video game world and I'm a flaming homosexual and I'm going to attack and dog this guy. You are marking yourself for police all over the country. You are getting attention, and police forces are looking at your ED pages. That is a fact. So keep threatening, keep doing what you're doing. YouTube has record, things can be subpoenaed. Keep building a mounting wall of evidence. You obviously haven't read the online articles where people are going after internet harassers. You obviously haven't read an article just last week that said that online companies are starting to find ways now to shut these people down, including going after them. I have asked you to leave me alone. I have asked you to come back. Well, no, I'll ask you now. You will not come back with a video response showing yourself, saying why you disagree with my views. Your attacking me is not based on my Christian principles. Your attacking on me is not based on my discrepancies. Your attacking of me is because I'm not favorable to your sick, twisted, little crazed mind. That's it. I am going to publicly call you out, and I'm going to publicly address this to my viewers, not to keep on going about you, but don't you dare bring my girlfriend into this. She will put you in your place. That I promise you. She's lived in your part of the country, number one. And she's got way more savvy than you do. And she's got way more connections than you do. And you are crossing lines, buddy. We also can find out where you live. All I have to do is get a hold of anonymous hackers and they will find your butt. But unlike you, I'm not vengeful, but I'm going to tell you, you keep it up, I will find your address. I promise you that. I guarantee it. It's pretty obvious to live in a mama's basement. We know how expensive New York City is. We know that a person who's so twisted that lives in New York, an expensive city, can't possibly have a job, can't possibly be doing anything productive in his life when he takes the time to focus on somebody really insignificant in Colorado. This is one of New York's beautiful people, not. We've seen your pictures. We know we have our guy because you're stepping it up. You're attacking anybody that defends me. I'm sorry, Mr. Rodriguez. I'm not your type. I don't want to have sex with you. I'm not a butt pirate like you are. Your page is replete with that, with disgusting Spider-Man cartoons. But did I take the time to upload your pictures and do what you did? Nope. I've seen them. I've seen your picture in your sweaty t-shirt. I'm going to refrain from commenting. But I'm going to tell you something. You are a twisted individual with what you're doing. I've asked you to stop. That doesn't work. You think you're a big man behind a keyboard. You think you're a big man by doing the things you're doing. We're also aware of the other things you're doing, but I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of mentioning them here. We know the other things you've been doing. Many people know the other things you've been doing. You have deep, 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 deep issues. And I'm going to tell you that eventually you're going to be found out. The Bible has a principle. What's done in private will be shouted from the rooftops. You like jumping on the bandwagon that Find Peace talked about my photos that I published on the Tumblr page. Well, why don't you come out and show everybody a video of your Spider-Man cartoons where you want to do stuff with Spider-Man? Why don't we show you that? Why don't we show your greasy, stained shirt picture of yourself and show my viewers just what we're dealing with? Why don't we? Why don't we highlight a guy that lives in Queens, New York, that is just constantly doing stuff to disturb and trouble others? Why do you keep changing your name, little man? How come you don't show your face on a video? Because you're a coward. And cowards operate behind the scenes. You've made a threat. Your threat has been reported. And you keep it up and keep it up. Now you stay out of my inbox. Because you have no business in there. And you think that all your information can't be traced to you. You're a stupid fool. Because it can be traced through a server. Locating you exactly. Kind of like GPS. We will find you. Because you have gotten the attention of so many others. I now have an army of people. They're not under me. But an army of people has come out because they're tired of this. They're reporting you to their police. They're doing their research. And you just made a comment about my girlfriend. Not wise. I'm not playing Mr. Macho. She can take care of herself. That was the wrong choice, buddy. That was the wrong choice. You keep threatening, you keep harassing, and you keep stalking. None of those are good qualities. I don't care what you say about my Christianity. I don't care at all. Saying you were going to put up posters all over Denver, saying wanted for child pornography, showing a picture of myself in high school. Showing that you took and hijacked something off, you copy and paste to my Facebook account, and you posted a comment there saying that I like doing anal sex with people. Yeah, why don't you tell my viewers what you've been doing, little dirty, filthy boy? Why don't you tell my viewers? Why don't you tell anonymous hackers who's watching your page and watching what you're doing? Because they don't like pedophiles and they don't like people doing online harassment. They are watching you. And if any anonymous hacker is watching my video, please do whatever you can to shut this guy down. Please give me his address on a platter so that we can go to the local precinct and tell them, hey, here's a guy that lives at this address. You might want to go pull the server and see what he's been doing. Do you think that I, as an American, am going to lay down and sit here and keep silent about what you're doing and live in fear? I'm done with the fear, buddy. That's gone. Now you're just giving me something to live for. Shut this guy down so that he stops. Did you think I was going to go away? We knew you weren't going to go away. You're a psycho. All this because you disagree with my views on the homosexual stance. You really got issues, buddy. Attacking my fan base, taking cuts and splice their video. You can't do anything original. You can't talk on any issue. You're evil. You're childish. And you've got deep issues. You can't make one video showing your face saying, you like to say, Mr. Nelson, Michael. Why don't I say it for you, little freak? Everybody knows my name is Michael Nelson. Everybody knows where Michael Nelson lives. Wow. When we find out where you live, we will return the favor. But I'll go on YouTube. How's that? And we'll mention your name and your address, and we'll post pictures, and we'll blast it all out there. Yeah. We know what you've been doing. No surprise. Again, you won't show your face. You won't talk. You're harassing us. We've asked you to stop it, and you won't. I think it's interesting that all of us have kept our names. That I keep talking about issues. I don't even focus on you, but you really want attention. What do you think you have to gain by posting other people's addresses? You're a stupid fool, because if anything happens to them or their property, those local precincts can go after you. I did talk to the police. We also know about your other online activities because you've given yourself away in other things you've been doing that you're not going to tell my viewers. Yes, I have a direct line to some information about you, buddy. What have you got about me? My comments? My views? Facebook pictures? Wow! New revelation, right? Do you think that my girlfriend is so fickle you said you're going to destroy me? You've been saying that for months. You're going to destroy yourself. You are egging us on, not the reverse. We try to go on, not give you airspace, and you keep it up and keep it up. I hope the building you lives in falls on you in a big earthquake, and we don't even hear a whimper. That's what I hope. Because I won't miss you, buddy. You're a jerk. You're an idiot. And no one's going to grieve when you're gone. I'm tired of the stuff you're doing. It's endless. It is relentless. You are a coward. You are a chicken. You're not even like the 40s where we can go in the back alley and settle this once and for all, man to man. I don't know what you went through, little boy. We know you're in your 20s, 30s. I don't know what you went through, but you must have sure been bullied in life. I'm no threat to anybody. I just air my views, and that really gets people all fired up. It's people like you that make me keep going. It is. You're not going to deny me my freedom of speech. And I'm not afraid of you, Mr. Rodriguez. I've seen your frame and I've seen your stature. No offense. Man to man, without arms, I can take care of it. You, on the other hand, you know you can't. That's why you do your internet warrior stuff. Keep leaving your dumb messages. Keep leaving your stuff. Keep changing your channel name. I will continue to report, and so will my other viewers that you have named and mentioned and threatened. You think you've got some top secret weapon because you found somebody's Vimeo account. Hey, dummy, type in a name in Google and you can get a lot of stuff. Wow. The rest that I get is twofold, Mr. Rodriguez. We know we got our man because you've stepped up your activities. We know we got our man because you're the one threatening and trying to create chaos. People aren't even subscribing to you, buddy. We also know that the bulk of the thumbs down on my videos are your multiple user IDs. You think that Google doesn't show who's thumbs downing stuff? Stupid. You're not very bright, dude. You had us thinking for a while that you might have been, but you're not. You're just causing problems. You're just being an internet twerp. Sending death threats to me, posting my address. The police won't do anything until you do something that crosses a line in this precinct or in anybody else's precinct. You're messing with other international laws too, by the way. Specifically with one of my viewers who lives in another country. They're a little more harder on this stuff. And if you think that their government can't do anything to contact our government and get you shut down, you better guess again. You're attracting the attention of a lot of people, and it's going to get you in trouble. I have told YouTube over and over that you're harassing me. I have told them you made an Encyclopedia Dramatica page posting my address. You posted a picture of the residence, or rather the property I live on, because you pulled it from a Google page. You are crossing legal lines, and I was told that even by people here. And if anything happens to people or property, they're going to track you down in less than 10 seconds. You think that there's no trail. We also know about your gorilla mail IDs. We know about those. You sent your crap to my Hotmail address. And I just think it's funny that you don't want any record of what you send to my private inbox. We know what you're doing. You think you're skirting the law by protecting yourself. I got news for you. Gorilla can be sued or subpoenaed. They can. They can. Even Encyclopedia Dramatica says, if we're subpoenaed, we're going to give it up. You're not worth our time. So, you're a whore to Encyclopedia Dramatica. You're a whore to them. They'll use you, and you use them. Good hand in glove. But if they get subpoenaed for documentation of who this is, they'll burp it out. Read it. It's in their bylaws. I'm going to ask you one more time to go away. If you disagree with me, make a video, show your face, show your manhood, and talk to me. Say, I disagree with your view on homosexuality for the following reasons. Give us something intelligent to go by, twerp. You have offered none to date. You are an internet terrorist. That's all you are. You are vengeful. You are hateful. You are the true definition of a harasser, a stalker, and a psycho. We know you're addicted to video games because you use every single one of the names of characters. And we know that all you're doing is role-playing and living in your fantasy world. Mr. Rodriguez, it's obvious you don't have a life. It's obvious you're not impacting anybody for the good. You're not doing a darn thing but being a buttworm on the internet. I don't know why it is it's not getting through your head to go find something productive to do. If you're so pro-gay, why don't you join a homosexuals group and lobby for stuff? Why do you attack me? Why do you attack my fans? What is your problem? You are drawing attention to yourself. I hate to tell you this, buddy, just because you disagree with my views, you're not going to bully me to go away. I don't know if you've gotten that message yet. I don't know if you bothered to look at the number of subscriptions on my channel that continue to rise. People that know me and people that listen to my videos, you can put all the crap you want out there and they just look at this and go, gosh, this guy's a nitwit. No one's buying it, dude. Even Find Peace got on your channel and said, I am not responsible for this. And she says you've taken it way too far. And I'm not pulling Find Peace on my side. That's not what I'm doing. But it's time to do a shout out so that my viewers know Find Peace is not connected to all this insidious garbage that Mr. Rodriguez continues to do. I have asked you to knock it off. That doesn't work. So we will continue to mount complaints. And they are being more and more detailed about what you're doing. And YouTube will eventually figure out how to shut you down because you keep making multiple accounts and IDs and doing the same old harassment stuff. We're tired of it, dude. I don't like threats. I'm going to tell you a little story and I'm going to close with this. Okay? I worked at a factory years ago. There was a big guy from Iowa that he'd always give me crap. I was happy. I worked hard. I had a grueling job. I put in 26 miles a day on my feet in a production warehouse for doors and windows. I was a hard worker. I was 160. I was slinging triple pane sliding glass doors up on a conveyor belt by myself. Wore a pair of leather chaps over my jeans so I could bounce them up off of my thighs and run them on a... I was buffed out. I was a production puller and pulled the carts with 1,500 pounds of product off the assembly lines, me and another guy. We were the best in our class. We ran circles around everybody. I'd come in whistling and this guy would say, shut up, quit all that, blah, blah, blah. And one day he threatened me. You know, if you don't shut up, I'm going to kick your ASS. I stopped my cart. I had a clipboard. I threw it on the floor. And I walked right up to him and yelled at the top of my lungs. I said, why don't you do it and get it over with or shut up? He backed away. Whoa, dude. I said, no, you, dude. Don't threaten me. Put up or shut up. He never bothered me again. I ended up buying his 78 Chevy van from him, buying an antique piece of furniture, a washer and dryer, and one of the best stereo systems I ever had. And he ended up renting an apartment from me. I was the apartment manager. I have done nothing to you. Don't twist my words, you punk, and tell me that I brought this on myself. You are the one that's fired all over my channel, not the opposite. So don't twist my words. You're an internet harasser. You're a stalker. You're a troll. And I needed to make this video and read the garbage you're leaving in my private inbox. Why don't you put that under the comments on my page so that everybody can see you, twisted loser? I could care less about what your lifestyle is. That's your business. But when you want to draw attention to me and make threats at me and bring my girlfriend and bring my channel users into it, I'll be damned if I'm going to be muzzled by a nitwit butthead like you. Go away. Take wise counsel, which is something you don't seem to follow, and go away. And again, any anonymous hackers group that is watching me, private inbox me this guy's address so we can end this foolishness. I am against online trolling. I am against online harassment. I also am against pedophilia. If there is anybody that knows how to trace this guy's server and find out his information, get back to me. And be willing to send a copy of that to the Lakewood Police Department as well. I'm 49 years old, dude. I know you're younger than me. You got all the markings of some disturbed individual addicted to video games. You have checked out of the human race, and for some reason you've locked your radar right onto me. Well, guess what? I'm glad you did. Because Pacific is going to do everything in his power to get it stopped. I realize I may or may not be successful, but I'm going to call this stuff out. Quit leaving your crappy messages in my inbox. If you're such a big man, if you're such a tough guy, if you're so scary, then put them where all my viewers can see your garbage. Please. Please. Quit hiding in the shadows, little boy. Even Spider-Man doesn't hide in the shadows. By the way, I'm not impressed with video game names. My heroes are way bigger than yours because they were genuine, real, flesh and blood people. And all of them could smoke you like a used cigarette butt and flick you away. You are harassing me. You are constantly harassing me. You are threatening me. I've never threatened you at all. And you keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Robert House, Frank Horgan, Von Helton, Legatus Lanius, Band User, Justin Bieber, and a host of other names. Mr. Kevin. You might want to change your shirt, take a shower, and put on some deodorant. Kind of gross. I don't care what you think of me or my looks. I don't care what your opinion is. That anybody who puts together an Encyclopedia Dramatica page of the nature of what you put together, something's wrong. Did you see me doing that? I could do that. I could post all your pictures and I could satire you to pieces and I'd be better at it than you. I don't have time for that, dude. Because I still think it's wrong to publish people's addresses and put that stuff out there. All you're doing is looking for trouble. You're provoking people. And I don't believe in yin-yang and I don't believe in karma, but I do believe in the law of reciprocity. You keep doing this stuff, it isn't going to be me. But somebody somewhere is going to get you. Somebody's going to call your bluff. Whether it's somebody who gets mad and shows up at your apartment or somebody in the local law enforcement, I have no idea. But the kind of stuff you're doing is bringing danger to yourself. Mr. Kevin, I thought we lived in the United States. You're clearly saying I don't have a right to freedom of speech. You have made it clear you want to shut my channel down over and over and over and over. You do have a problem. Fixated on me. Fixated on my fans that defend me. Dude, those aren't telling of you in a good way. Go away, little man. Go away. Go make a lemonade stand. Go make some cookies. Try to actually help somebody in their life. Because no matter what you claim to believe, no matter how much you defend your atheistic, homosexual views, all you're doing is discounting yourself. And be aware, viewers, this clown will stoop at nothing to write all of you and make up stuff. Don't buy it. Report him. Block him. Remove his comments. Do what you got to do. This is Pacific, signing off.